Hey everybody, Weezum here. It is March 25th, 2015, 10:22 p.m., relatively early by my standards, and we're gonna get started here. I put this off a little bit. Rocky Roll's fully upgraded. You'll see him. You've already seen Thunderbolt's full upgrade set. Those are the two I was the most excited about. Again, was not sent out. Blackout and Spotlight, had to wait to pick those guys up, which I found luckily, and got them. We unboxed them. My nephew, he's wanted to do a character introduction with me, and the one that he picked was Blackout. Would be like his #1 choice, and I don't know if Spotlight was #2 or not, but I kind of waited, and I don't want to keep waiting because it would probably be the weekend, and then by that point in time, who knows. The good news is he ranked all of them, and I don't remember the exact order, but I think Echo and High Five were relatively high, so I'm dying to get Blackout and Spotlight into the game and upgraded, and then, I don't know, we'll take it from there, see what happens, but I'm going to go ahead and do that. So, again, I guess to kind of make up for it, if you have not subscribed to the Walkthrough King, make sure you do that. He had the Race Against School last year. He was going for 100 subscribers. Might do something like that again this year, so you can kind of join in the fun there. But we'll pull Rocky Roll. Really like him, especially down Geological Grandmaster. Now, going alphabetically here, Dark comes before Light and Blackout comes before Spotlight, so it's only logical that I place Blackout on the portal. Before I do, though, head over to my site, oneofweezum.com. On the right-hand side of the site, just below the Twitter feed, you will see a poll battle, and it is Blackout versus Spotlight. It's basically which character, aesthetics only, do you like better. Also did the same thing for Nightlight and Nightmare, so check that one out as well. If you're a member of the Skylander Club forum, you can vote there as well and give your reason.
Darkness falls.
Darkness falls. Alright, so 2 Dark Skylanders collected. That's as many as we can have right now, believe it or not. So this is Blackout. I'm very excited. That's not quite... I thought his voice would sound a little bit more evil than that, but I guess that's kind of like the good Dark. I guess that's acceptable. So that's what he looks like from the backside. I'm waiting to see the front side, see if it matches that blue, and we're gonna turn. Yeah, it kind of looks purple from where I'm sitting. He's got a cool jump mechanic. The wings kind of go down before they go up, and pretty cool stuff here. So let's go ahead and take a look at his attacks. We'll do it right here, then we'll get our attack damage. Primary attack. I don't guess I have to document this right now, but I will very soon. It is what they call Wing Whip.
Talk to Persephone when you're ready to learn about upgrades.
That's got, from here, that's got pretty good range for primary attack. Oh, he kind of did that on his own. I just rapid tapped it 3 times. He has that kind of somersault deal, so that's pretty cool. Let's see if he's got a jump slam. Oh, that was wicked cool. Okay, he's awesome already, just with 1 attack. We don't even need to see anything else. That said, secondary attack. Let's see what it might be. Oh, what? This guy is fantastic. I don't quite know what those are going to do damage-wise, but it's like we're spitting some supernova black hole of justice or something. So, and now that was a teleportation. I mean, a bounce pad. Not a bounce pad. What do they call those? And whatever that is, I mean, that's how you make an entrance. That was pretty impressive. So, that said, before we take a look, you know what? We could go ahead and do it. Let's just go ahead and analyze the attack damage. 56. Half of that's 28. Should be 84 on the criticals. 1, 2, 3. So it looks like it's going to be equilateral damage. Quigley just really needs to get out of the way, you know. I'm going to hit him with that secondary attack if he doesn't. Secondary attack, I don't know. It's lesser damage than I thought, but it looks like makes contact with 16, and then you've got 2 more instances. Critical on that should be 24. Let's see if we can knock this about midpoint between those 2. Well, he kind of locks on, which is good, but I was trying to get it right in the middle. That might be hard to do, but oh, you can shoot that while you're jumped too. That's kind of nice, aggressive. So pretty impressive. The numbers aren't necessarily super impressive, but they're really cool attacks, and I think in his case that makes up for it. So that said, let's come in here, see if we can hear him.
Overshadowing all others.
Yeah, he does look purple there, though. Much more purple than the blue, in my opinion. The figure's kind of like a midnight blue. It's a very nice, like, chameleon color, shift color. But let's go ahead and take a look at his stats. I am going to log this into my spreadsheet because it's important to me. And it's not in the strategy guide, at least not, you know, the printed version that we've got here. So health is 260. Armor, I thought armor was 1, and I was like, no. Armor is 24. Speed is 60. That's okay. Critical, pretty much standard now. Critical hit 40, elemental power basically 25. So not too shabby right there. Let's go ahead and what I did with Nightmare and Nightlight, I added up all their base stats. So I'm going to do that here as well. I could make the spreadsheet do it, but why would I do that when I have a calculator on my phone, right? Actually, probably I could do it in my head a lot faster, but I've already opened the calculator. 260, 300, 360, 384. You can opt to not include the elemental power. 384, 9404. So it should be 409. Now I'll punch it in the calculator. I don't know why I do these things. 24, 60, 40, and 25. Yes, that is 409. So once again, I can do things faster than the calculator. So, did I use it anyway? I don't know. But, so 409, sometimes in that, I don't really even like to factor in the elemental power. Because it's an equilateral number, you know. While some characters might have a speed of 60, some have 70, some have 85, they all box stock have 25 on the elemental power. So that's it, decent numbers there. We will see how that 409 compares to whatever Spotlight's going to have. So if you care, or if you've forgotten, Nightlight scored 607 cumulative, which was greater than Nightmare's 536 by a fairly significant margin. Now, I'll leave you on this screen, and we will once again recount the background story for Blackout. Blackout hails from the realm of dreams, where the collective imaginations of all the creatures in the universe comes together to create beautiful wonders and terrible nightmares. At a young age, he was recruited into the Dark, still don't know what that is, Stygian, a dragon clan whose chief responsibility was to create nightmares for evil creatures as a way to discourage them from doing more villainy. But the clan began to abuse their power and soon spread nightmares far and wide for its own amusement. But Blackout would not stand for it. So he learned to teleport directly into the nightmares the clan created and fought the creatures within. Eventually the nightmares reached as far as Master Eon, who witnessed Blackout's courage within his own dreams. After helping him put a stop to the darks, again, it's S-T-Y-G-I-A-N, Stygian, I'm not into like wizards and, you know, that, whatever that would be, cults. I don't know. I don't drink the Kool-Aid. Well, I drink Kool-Aid, but not the Kool-Aid, you know. So, anyway, Eon then made Blackout a Skylander, serving as the protector of the realm of dreams and beyond. So, very cool story there.
Casting a long shadow. Very long.
Yeah, I like this guy. He's got, you know, now that I see him in the game, he kind of has a little bit of like the jaw structure of Bash. You know, obviously my first thoughts seeing the artwork and the figure, you know, you think of Vathek, you go back to Dragon's Peak, the expansion pack that worked in SSA and Giants, and then quit working, which is sad because those are some of my favorite levels to date, as the original 4 adventure packs. But now that I see him, I mean, you have to, I'd imagine if I threw Series 2 Bash or Series 1 on there, he's got a lot of the same kind of, you know, structure and stylings there. Obviously the eye is quite different to kind of give him that menacing look, but something to note there. Now we're going to go over his upgrades. We'll get the exact names here. So, Wing Whip, whip it good. No, that's not what it says, but press X to perform a Wing Whip, press XXX for a combo attack. Secondary attack, that looks really cool, his little horn there. Shadow Orbs, press B to shoot Shadow Orbs, which leave behind darkness energy shockwaves. Which leave behind dark. That's a strange phrasing, but it works. It looks cool. You've already seen it, so we'll just run with it. These next 4 will be his base upgrades. This is called Black Hole. Press Y to open up black holes that pull enemies in. Hold and release Y to teleport yourself. That's going to be interesting. Don't know what it's going to do damage-wise, if it'll do damage, but it looks pretty neat. Then we've got Darkness Overload. Shoot a shadow orb into a black hole to create an explosive eruption. Very whirlwindish look there, just in a darker note on the artwork. Then we've got base upgrade number 3, Shadow Blade. Jump and press X to turn into a spinning Shadow Blade. That sounds promising. And then final base upgrade, Take It Black. We've got black holes, hold enemies longer, and they do more damage. Now, let's come in here. There's 2 paths, and let's see, what are they? I think Wing Warrior would be this top one. A spinning finish, press XXX for a ground pound combo. Press X to the 4th to charge ahead as a Shadow Blade. That sounds right up my alley. Then we've got Whip It Up. Wing Whip, Shadow Blade, and Warp Speed attacks do more damage. After that, we have got Warp Speed. Hold X to repeatedly teleport through enemies and piercing them with your horn. I keep wanting to say Whip It, Devo reference, because I didn't mean to upgrade iTunes. I never intentionally upgrade iTunes. I'm not really an Apple person. I have an iPad, I have iPods, but I was at work, and I was doing something at the desk, and I thought, oh, it'd kind of be nice to have some music. I have a little bit, you know, that's like the cloud purchases that you can just log into your account and have. And somehow, I guess as I was multitasking, I accidentally clicked to update it. And for the second time, here recently, they just completely wiped the entire freaking library. And so now there's no music. And then I thought, well, I remember last time I had to like copy all the media files and then just, you know, slide that to the desktop and then slide that over to the new iTunes folder and then rename it and delete the other one or something. And I couldn't get that to work this time. Those people really do a lot of stupid things. And then the problem you have is there's so many fanboys and fangirls out there that Apple never does anything wrong. It's always the inferior person using their software and or products. They can't possibly make a lemon. They can't possibly have defects or bugs, you know. It's kind of like talking to an engineer. They're never at fault. These are things that you'll learn later in life, some of you. But they make software, and then through their own update, and this isn't stuff like I ripped it from a CD or I imported it from Amazon, you know, because it was cheaper or something. This is stuff that I legitimately bought in the iTunes store, and it just, you update to their latest version and all your stuff is gone, and it's ridiculous. And it then makes you waste your time, and then you're eventually going to get to a point where people get sick of it and they move on completely. But a little bit of a rant there. I'm sure some of you, if you upgrade regularly, update I should say, you'll have this problem. And if you accidentally update like I did because you've learned never to update, you will no doubt have experienced it, and it's just idiotic. But coming down this bottom path, I believe would be called Prince of Darkness, which you got to admit that's a pretty good name for a path. Oh, but what I was getting at is when I was trying to figure out what you're supposed to do to remedy their problems now, one of the persons that was just like on their little forums or whatever they call those Apple boards, worms, I don't know, he came in and he was talking about, he was so upset because he lost all his Devo albums, and I was like, I don't think I've ever read that before. But anyway, that's how we got off on that. So dark energy clouds, shadow orbs explode into massive dark energy clouds which damage enemies. Then we've got Under the Cover of Darkness. Now it's starting to sound like a Rolling Stones album here. Blackout receives less damage when inside dark energy cloud. Now, in the case of the Rolling Stones, they're CDs I have that I would import to Apple, and then of course they just delete my music manually when they feel like it and try to dupe you into purchasing it from the iTunes store, and that's why there was a class action lawsuit over that one. But that's another story, another day. Coming over here, Cloud Gravity. Hold B to lift enemies inside a dark energy cloud and damage all nearby enemies. That actually looks really cool. I don't know how any of this is really going to work. It's kind of like a deja vu type character. There's a lot going on, and I kind of don't know what to expect till we've seen it. But right here, the Soul Gem. Supernova black hole. It sounds like a PBS documentary. Shoot 2 black holes on top of each other to create a supernova black hole. So there's that. We've covered his base stats, we've covered his upgrades, we've covered his attack damage numbers, box stock that is. We've covered some issues with upgrading iTunes. We've got it all in this video. So again, there we go, 56 to 84. Again, we've never seen a critical number on anything. Oh wow, so that does 52, I guess. You can actually do that box stock, even though I don't think they advertise it. So 52, that would be 78 on the critical side. And then secondary, it's basically 3/16. So, and then I guess later on, if I did that with the Soul Gem, we'd just create something epic. So, that said, everything else I'm kind of going to have to see. So, what we will do, we will get some cash for him, we will get his base upgrades recorded, then we'll do the both paths. I'll try to take the one that I like the most with him. I honestly can't tell. Hopefully the base upgrades kind of give me some inclination of what to do. But this is Blackout. He is a brand new core Skylander. He hails from the Dark Element. He's one of 2 Dark Element characters, one of 4 cumulative Dark and Light Skylanders. Based on aesthetics alone, I would recommend this guy. I think he's got a lot of potential. Looks like Quigley is scared to death of him. He just stopped dead in his tracks right there, so that's pretty awesome as well. That's it. Thanks so much for watching. You can follow me on Twitch where I live stream Skylanders Trap Team. You can follow me on Twitter where Eon doesn't interrupt me. You can like me on Facebook, circle me on Google+, whichever you prefer. My personal site is oneofweasel.com. Be sure to take those links at the top of the video description box. You can also head over to the Skylander Club forum. Check it out if you like what you see there. Sign up. We would love to have you. But that said, make sure you vote in the poll either on the Skylander Club forum. How dare you move quickly? Or on my personal site, oneofweasel.com. I'm going to continue the standoff here, then we will introduce Spotlight, so stay tuned for that. Once again, thanks for watching. Make sure you're subscribed, leave a like, leave a comment, encourage your friends to do the same. And until next time, we will catch you later.